All right, and I am back. I am back. I just got out of the courtroom. I'm kind of wait for someone to come in first. All right, so the verdict is in. The verdict is in. So yeah, once I went through the metal detectors and everything, he was actually in the same courtroom that he was a few weeks ago. He was okay. So actually, Wiley was in the same courtroom that he was a few weeks ago. The courtroom was 07C. It was all the way on the seventh floor, the highest floor. It was something going on with the escalator, so I actually had to like take the stairs up. So that was a good workout for me this early this morning. So that was cool. Okay, so once I got up to the room, 07C, hey Danielle, big shout out to you, Danielle. Thank you for tuning in. And everybody that comes in, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. So yes, Poetic Chaos, I actually had to take the stairs all the way up to the seventh floor. I got up there, I was huffing and puffing, but yeah, I had grabbed me a little water once I ended up making it out of the courtroom. Okay, so as you guys know, the court was supposed to start at 9 o'clock. They were running a little behind. Like I said, I didn't make it there until 17 minutes after 9. The judge, she finally came in around 9:30. And it was good that I got there early because I actually ended up getting a paper from the public defender. He ended up giving me this paper, and I may need you guys' help for this situation here because the public defender was talking to Wiley. Wiley acknowledged me when I first came into the courtroom, and he ended up telling the public defender that he needed someone to possibly, that can get in contact with Tommy Gail. I think Gail is his former roommate. So he needed a few. I think there was a few personal items that Gail probably still have. And what his public defender ended up telling me, he told me if I can get in contact with Gail to call him because I believe some of the personal items could be something to help Wiley be able to bail out. Because right now he's trying to bail out. So this is what happened. So the case that he's facing is actually a felony. He did plead guilty to that. The situation has been resolved. So they said it has been resolved. And Wiley did waive his right to a preliminary hearing. So he waived his right. So he'll never be able to bring this situation back in court again. So he did waive his right. And it said that everything will possibly be like thrown out, but Wiley has to just a second, just 1 second. Okay, so yeah, the charge is called a felony, and everything has been waived. But Wiley actually has to go and do a mental health evaluation. And as you guys know, Wiley does deal with mental health. We found that out with the library situation that happened some years back in Dallas. So he has to go through the mental health evaluation. So that is court ordered that he have to take care of that situation. And he also, Wiley is banned nationwide from all Walmarts. So Wiley is not allowed to go into any Walmarts at all. So yeah, I guess Wiley probably got to start shopping at Target or something like that. And it also said that he has a continuance. It's like a continuance court date, and that's basically where they're gonna, assign his probation officer because Wiley is gonna be on probation. Now, at this court date, I did not hear them mention anything about the house arrest or anything today. The September 19th situation, I'm not gonna be able to attend. Unfortunately, I do have to work that day. Let me see what's today. Today is the 16, let me see, 16, 17. And yeah, so that's Thursday. So Thursday at 8 o'clock, they're gonna just be telling him all the final things that they're gonna be doing. But Wiley is going to be on probation. And the time that Wiley could be facing, I want you guys to see this because I actually looked it up before I had went live. I'm gonna share screen with you real quick because I want to actually show y'all what he could be facing. Now, like I said, they did suspend his prison time that he could actually face. Yes, this is permanent. Is that permanent or only for a period of time? Yeah, this is permanent. Wiley is permanently banned from all Walmarts. So that's exactly what they said. So this is what I ended up pulling up here. Okay, a category E felony is a list of serious types of felonies in Nevada. So as you guys know, this is something serious. The B threat that he did inside of Walmart is something that they take serious. It says probation court will usually be they will suspend the sentence and grant probation. So it usually basically if this is a person who don't have a record or anything, any past of doing anything, they more likely will suspend that if they usually get that if they're like a first time offender or something like that. And it also says that the defender has two if they have two or more prior felony convictions, the court may order prison sentence 1 to 4 years. And that's exactly what they said in court today. They said that this could have been a situation where he was facing 12 to 48 months, but it was suspended. And I just feel like Wiley is very lucky, and Wiley is very blessed because he has no prior convictions. So that is a real blessing for Wiley. That situation with him not having any priors, that is like really, really, really in his favor for real. Because if he had any priors, they would have he would have got sent up that way. But luckily the time was suspended. He has to go under mental health evaluation in order for everything to be suspended. So he's most definitely, I'm sure he's going to get on that as soon as he gets out. And like I said, I didn't hear them say anything about house arrest or anything like that. I think they probably just really know Wiley's situation, like how he has no family here. Perhaps, the relationship between him and the roommate is basically over. I don't think he'll be able to go and stay there. So, but he will be on probation here. So I'm pretty sure when it comes to people being on probation, um, there has to be special things worked out if they allow you to leave the state and still be on probation. I don't know how they're gonna work that situation out, but yeah, I'm pretty sure if he tell the people his situation, if he's able to resolve whatever disputed things he have with his family, that would be good. If he's able to move back to Chicago, he have a place to stay. But yeah, they basically, everything was resolved and Wiley is not able. He's banned from all WalMarts, and I was like, wow, all WalMarts. Yeah, Wiley got very lucky. So basically, all time is suspended. Wiley won't be facing any time in prison. So that's a real blessing. Some people probably won't think it is. Some people feel like, oh, he needs to learn his lesson. At the end of the day, I just feel like him sitting in jail, I mean, this was a lesson. And then actually you having the suspense of having to go to these court days and just not knowing what people gonna do to you. I mean, I think that's a lesson in itself And hopefully Wiley learns from this. I just hope he really do learn from this. And as you guys know, I'm not the type to just stretch out alive and just hold y'all here. Let me see if making sure I did not miss anything. Oh, and this is what I really, really needed to see. I'll probably have to I'll see if I could tag his name possibly down in the comment section once the video is over. But if anybody can get a hold of Wiley's roommate, please tell him to contact me on Instagram under Katie Talk 101 because I really need his information to talk to him. Because I think he probably has some of Wiley personal stuff. I did hear something in the interview he did with Storm Monroe, and he was saying that he shipped a lot of Wiley stuff back to his family. So we just need to get in contact with someone. Once I ended up talking to the public defender, he had ended up leaving me his information and everything. This the public defender information that he had ended up leaving with me. So I'm gonna have to contact him to hopefully get Wiley's things so Wiley can go ahead and get out. Because what the public defender ended up telling me is that if Wiley can't get if he can't get a hold of someone that he possibly knows, he said his time in jail could go just a little bit longer. So if anyone can get a hold of Gail, please tell Gail to hit me up on Instagram. And we're gonna start the process of hopefully getting Wiley out so he can be free and he can get back to doing YouTube. But luckily, and like I said last time, luckily Wiley is not banned. He's not banned from YouTube. Wiley's still able to come on YouTube. He's still able to come do his content. And as you guys know, this is a platform where Wiley makes his money. So, thank God, and it's his luck. Like, I just feel like he got a lot of favor with God. I just hope that he realized this and changed because Wiley got so much favor. Because as you guys know, there has been past YouTubers who have went in public and did things, and something like a B threat, like this is something really serious. And I just feel like for the judge to still have a lot of sympathy and still allow Wiley to be on the internet, he's still allowed to be on YouTube. This is another chance to reconcile some things. And maybe perhaps Wiley will think about probably switching his content up, you know, possibly stop focusing on things that really don't serve him and possibly just shift and get on some other things. So Wiley, hey, the God has opened the door for you to have another chance. Like I just feel like, man, the grace of God is with you. So I just hope he take advantage of everything. And I just feel like he don't take it as, oh, I got another chance to try to go viral again. Let's not do this again. This whole situation caused Wiley to get banned from all Walmarts. Just imagine. And I'm not like a Target type of shopper. Walmart got some of the best deals, and I'm just like, Wiley, he's not gonna be able to go to any Walmart anywhere. Like if they see, and then this the thing right here. Once they resolve the situation and they actually did throw out any chance of Wiley having to do any time, he needs to leave YouTube alone at least for a while. Yeah, he really do need to, but we all know Wiley is not leaving YouTube. Wiley like, hey, this is the only way I'm gonna be able to make some money. So he gotta come in, he gotta do his thing, and he gotta make his money. And plus, you gotta look at the fact of even though they suspended that time, like Wiley could have been facing 1 to 4 years in prison, not jail, but prison. But he got that time suspended. I just feel like he needs to learn his lesson. Like God is with you, I'm telling you. But like I said, anybody get in touch with Tommy Gill, y'all please make sure he hit me up on Instagram because that's gonna be the way that Wiley's gonna be able to get out. So what the public defender told me when I talked to him, Wiley does have the money to get himself out and everything, but he has to get in contact with a bail bondsman. And like I said in a previous video, I know a lot of time they'll have it where you have to put up the collateral and stuff like that. So I don't know if it's somebody out there that be able to put the collateral up for him to get out. But I hope for the best, and yeah, let's see. Yep, he'll be right back. He'll be right back on YouTube. Girl, Wiley is not going anywhere. And then you just gotta think. I just feel like if Wiley switch up his content and stuff, because I feel like this would be a real time for Wiley to switch up his content and perhaps start talking about mental health awareness. So this would be a better time than any time to switch it up and just start over new. You got you got the freedom to start over, and you can just sit and show people like, hey, this is not what you want. Like, if you have any type of mental illness, please take care of it. Please, don't skip out on taking your meds. You got to be responsible. You got to be a responsible adult and take your medication, and you just got to move. You got to move in the right ways. So someone still has to put $5,000 collateral for him to get out. Yup. And you know what? I didn't even know that. I didn't even know. I just thought, oh, you got to pay this little percentage, get them out. I didn't know you got to put up collateral and everything. So I guess that's why some people end up like putting up their houses, or some people put their cars up. I don't know if Wiley knows someone that's cool enough with him to do that. But if you are out there and you're willing to help Wiley, please help. And I know his roommate, Gail, I know Gail has a car. I don't know if Gail will be open to do something like that. But I just feel like I hope Wiley learned his lesson. I just hope he learned his lesson because you have been blessed to have your freedom. You have been blessed. God has opened up the doors to bless you to have your freedom. Everything is thrown out. So, let's just hope that Wiley gets out and does what he needs to do. Like I said, he will be on probation. He's looking at a few years on probation. They're gonna finish telling him everything. What's that, Thursday? Ooh, Thursday. I think I do got to be to work early. But see, if it was on another day where like I had to be to work a little late, I don't know if I could probably switch. Well, I'm gonna see what I can do. But if not, you guys know you can always look up everything. It'll tell you exactly what happens. But yeah, so everything was resolved today. And like I said again, he waived his right to the preliminary hearing. So he did waive his right. And the whole charge that basically was thrown out is a felony. And as you guys know, what I had just read, a felony can carry up to 4 years. But like I said, luckily for Wiley, he doesn't have a past criminal record. I believe because they didn't at this preliminary hearing today, they didn't bring up the situation about the library or whatever, but I believe that was brought up in the last court date that he had. But yeah, when it comes to that library situation, I don't know if there was a felony or what that was, but I think that is off his record because it was not brought up. It's like Wiley just continued to get grace, but is he gonna do something with this grace? That's what I want to know. Like, is he gonna do something with the grace that he has? I hope so. I really do hope so. And I just think, let me put my stuff in here just a second. I just feel like when God continue to give you grace, you better take heed because man, I'm telling you. Hey, what they say, though, they say God watch over babies and fools. And Wiley damn sure ain't no baby. So hopefully Wiley can actually thrive from this. I think he's most definitely in a situation where he can still do the CNA work and stuff like that. I know a lot of people was saying, I heard a lot of people saying, "Oh, he don't need to work with old people. Look how he talked to the lady that was in that wheelchair." I just know when a person is manic. If anybody out there personally know a person that's mentally ill, and I do, when a person is manic, they're like completely, totally different people. Because I have seen Bougie Barbie say he ain't no baby. God watches over the babies and the fools. You know what I'm saying? And Wiley ain't nowhere near a baby. Like, but yeah, I gotta say, and that's probably because I'm cool with Wiley, so he could have some favor with me. But I'm glad everything got thrown out. I'm really glad. But I know some people feel like, oh, he just needs to get what's coming to him. But at the end of the day, we can't determine what a person payback should be. No one can determine that. But what I do know is he better not take his butt around no Walmarts because, like I just said, Wiley is banned from all Walmarts, and I just feel like it's an unfortunate situation that happened because those people in that store, even though a lot of them was sitting there looking calm, a lot of them probably were really scared, but they just didn't want to look panicky or whatever. But you see how stressed out the team lead lady, I think her name was Teresa, when he was like, Teresa, I'm gonna blow you up. Teresa was just keeping her composure, and because she's the team lead, she didn't want to look like she was too erratic, and she didn't want to appear to be too erratic and stuff like that. Dang, not all the Walmarts. Yes, all the Walmarts. So Wiley is officially banned from all the Walmarts. And Wiley is just lucky to get off on this situation because, as you guys know, when it comes to any felonies, and it could be one felony that's on your record, that one felony can ruin your life. That one felony can stop you from getting certain apartments. That one felony can stop you getting a lot of jobs. That one felony can just ruin your life. So the fact that they threw the felony out, and yes, he still has to do the probation and stuff like that. But the fact that the situation is thrown out, and they're just really telling Wiley, for him to have everything thrown out and stuff like that, he has to go through with this mental evaluation. And as you guys know, Wiley deals with mental stuff. So they just telling him, hey, I'm giving you grace. I'm throwing all this crap out for the stupid stuff you did. And all you have to do is take care of your mental health, sir. Stay on your medication, sir. This is for the betterment not only of you, but this is for the betterment also of the community. Because, like I told you, at that last court date, the prosecution came straight out the door saying Wiley is a menace to the community. Basically, Wiley is a menace to society. They came through the door saying is, I need him to get whatever help he needs. Yes, Wiley got to get whatever help he needs, and that's basically Mac, that's basically the same thing that the court telling him. You got to get this help. You're gonna have to stay on your medication. And I mean, I just feel like I really hate the fact that he has like a disgruntled relationship with his family, because if anybody know anyone that has mental illness and stuff like that, I think it's really important for people family to be involved, to be there reminding them, hey, take your medication. Because I mean, at the end of the day, some of the people who are mentally ill, they constantly have to be reminded, because a lot of them be feeling like, oh, that medicine don't make me feel like myself. Yeah, it don't make you feel like yourself, but if it help you to be a productive citizen Take your medication. It's that easy. Amen. Because Wiley functions okay when he takes his meds. Yes, I have seen Wiley on this medication. Intelligent man. Intelligent man. Let's see. I wonder if his probation is conditionally based on the mental health. Yep, it really is. Most definitely, Barbie, because it said if Wiley don't have the mental evaluation like what he's supposed to get, everything stands. I think the he could possibly face time in prison. So I know he's not gonna risk his freedom. Yeah, he do need strong support. I don't think Wiley will risk his freedom because he don't want to take if he don't want to take the mental evaluation. And you guys know Wiley, he was out there in Henderson, I think, at the mental health center. So yeah, Wiley needs this help. He needs support. I just think, like I've heard someone else say, possibly Wiley probably needs to look into some of those mental health living facilities. And you know what? Actually, when I lived in Chicago back in 2007, I worked at one of those facilities. It was a mental health facility. It was like off of what was that? It was on the west side of Chicago, right off of Central Avenue on the west side of Chicago. I actually worked at a mental health facility, and it's like for a place people 18 and up. It's just for adults, but yeah, it was a living facility for mentally. It was like a nursing home for mentally ill people. That's basically what it was. But I worked at a place like that, and yeah, they had the support they need. The people came around, gave them their medicine. They got to do little special activities and stuff like that. The food was really good, I can say that. And I don't know if they still allow people to smoke cigarettes in the building or whatever, but yeah, they used to be in there in the smoke room smoking their little cigarettes and everything. They got to feel like they were normal, but of course they were locked up. Not like locked up, but yeah, it's kind of like a nursing home. That's basically what it is. They have different visiting days. I think visiting days was like on Saturdays and Tuesdays or something like that. But I just think it's important that he have a really good support system. I think a support system is really, really important. But another thing, when it comes to a lot of people who have mental illness, sometimes they will run their support system off. Like that's what some people don't realize. It's a lot that comes with having family members that go through mental illness. It's a lot. Sometimes they will run you off, but a support system is everything. Yep, structured living. That's exactly what he need. I feel like that's exactly what he need. And while he stay on his medication, he gets through this probation and all of this kind of stuff. And like I said, hopefully it won't stop him from being able to get a job in the nursing homes. Hopefully it won't stop him. But yeah, like I said, the grace of God was with Wiley. Everything was resolved, and he pled guilty to the situation. The prison time was suspended, and Wiley has probation. I think it's like, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's a year or two of probation. But when they have the continuance trial, that's going to be on Thursday at 8:30. That's when they're going to he's probably going to be, they're going to tell him where he's going to go to get assigned his probation officer and the stipulations of his probation. But like I said, they did not mention anything about a house arrest or anything like that. So that's good for Wiley. So I feel like if he can talk to his probation officer and he's like, hey, I finally resolved everything that's going on with my family in Chicago, and I got a family member that's going to allow me to stay there. Do you think I could possibly, hey, move back to Chicago because I have nowhere to live out here? When I went through my manic breakdown, my roommate, he don't want me around anymore. So yeah, so I remember when his roommate was on a YouTuber show, and the person asked him, what if Wiley beg and plead and people don't need to enable his foolery? Thank you. Wiley don't need enablers around him. He need a support system, but he don't need enablers. Well, let's see, but I'm gonna level with you. Those types of medication are hard to manage. Yeah, they do have a lot of side effects too. That's what a lot of people don't realize. Actually, like, people need to take their medication, but what people don't understand, if you know anybody with a mental illness, they'll tell you that medication make them feel like they are not themselves. They feel like they are just the outer. Let me see. How can I explain this? They feel like they are like just the outer body vessel. Just you feel like you're just there. It's like that's how the medicine make you feel. But I would rather for him to feel like that than to be around here doing threats inside next to be a Target. You know what I'm saying? Last time it was a Walmart. This time it could be a Target. You know, Target coming to a Target near you. So I just feel like, man, it's really, really, really. Hey, what's up with you? Welcome to the chat, Nicole. Welcome to the chat. And thank you so much. Thank you for being here. You guys, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button if y'all haven't hit that like button. That's the best free way you can support the channel. So yeah, I'm just coming with, I'm not the type to just stretch out these lives 2, 3, 4 hours talking about the same thing. So yeah, I just want to come and give y'all those hard facts. So just going through it again. The situation was resolved, and Wiley actually is lucky to just get probation. And like I said, Wiley could have been facing 12 to 48 months in prison, but all that is suspended on the terms that he has to get the mental evaluation. Wiley is banned from all Walmarts, so no more Walmarts for Wiley. And like I said, anybody see this video, please tell his ex roommate Gail. I'm gonna see if I can find Gail on Instagram. Gail actually doesn't live far from me. He stays like probably 14, 15 minutes away from me. So if anybody can get in contact with Gail, please tell Gail to hit me up on Instagram, because the public defender was telling me I think Gail has some personal belongings to Wiley, and that's going to help Wiley get out. So Wiley does have the money to get out. And yes, he is extremely lucky. Who gets that lucky? First, it was like Max said, it was the library. It was the library, and then now it's Walmart. And I just feel like, Wiley, if you don't stay on your medication, and God forbid, the next time if something happens, you're not gonna be that lucky, Wiley. Please, I'm pleading with you. Please, Wiley, please. Come on. God got favor with you. Did they find out if he was a veteran? Yeah, he was in the actually in the army. I don't know if it was honorable discharge, but yeah, Wiley was in the army. I found that out at the last court date. Wiley does have favor. I hope he gets it together. I hope he get it together too. I really hope he get it together. I really hope he gets it together, because when I was just in the courtroom and I had heard the public defender say something about an felony. Anything with felony in the sentence scared me, first of all. By the grace of God, I got a clean record at the age of 43. You know what I'm saying? So anything that got the word felony in it, I'm immediately scared. When I hear felony, I'm like, oh Lord, felony. Because you guys, you got to think, it's just like, no, like your life is just completely gone. You got you can't get into a lot of apartments. You can't get a bunch of certain jobs. And most definitely, if that felony hits and was to stay on his record, I mean, there's no more CNA work. You know what I'm saying? It's just putting him in a position where you can't even have a productive life when you catch felonies. I have dated guys. I have dated a couple of guys that had felonies, and these were guys who like we were together, but he couldn't even go on the lease because he got a damn felony. So like you get that felony, man, your life is basically over. Next time they will slam the what they say, they will slam the book on him. Yup. Nicole, you right about that. That's why I was saying, like, you got the one part, the library situation, and then number two, you got this Walmart situation. Wiley, that they not gonna let you slide with a number three. I just really hope he gets it together. I hope he gets it together, cause baby, like I said, God watches over babies and fool, and Wiley is no baby. Wiley ain't no baby. And he had an episode where he was running down the street with no clothes. Oh my God. I heard about that. And they say he went up in why the roommate say Wiley had ended up going up in a 7-Eleven. And y'all know out here in Vegas, all the 7-Elevens have the 7-Elevens got like the little the little slot machines in it. Girl, why they say Wiley sitting down at the chair with no clothes on? Just just got it all out, just naked as a jaybird, sitting at that dang on, sitting at that slide. And I'm like, I know he won't put no money in it because you ain't got no clothes on to pull no money out. Like you just sitting down at the slide. That is a shame. And then this is so crazy. From what I heard, it took the police like 20 some minutes to even get down there when he was down there with no clothes on. So like, since I've been out here in Vegas, I've seen people walk around here naked, a darn near naked. Actually, I worked not too far from where Wiley was living at, where he was staying with his roommate, and over there in the little shopping center where I work at, every summer it's this woman that come out there and all she'll have on is a bikini top and nothing else, and the bikini top be backwards, and she just be cussing people out. I mean, people take your medicine. If these people have told you to take medicine, they don't just tell you to take medicine for the fun of it. I told him not to come to Vegas. Yup. Oh yes, people told him not to come to Vegas. But I thought Wiley was coming out here to work and be productive. I didn't know he was coming out here to be a menace. I remember when I had met Wiley at the meet and greet, and he was like, Kenny, Vegas seemed pretty straight. I was like, yeah, because I'm gonna be honest, Vegas is not expensive. People think it's a, I think that's a motorcycle. Sorry. People think Vegas is expensive. Vegas is not an expensive place. It's expensive on the strip. If you just hanging out on the strip, yeah, it's expensive on the strip. The average drink on the strip is about $20, but I'm when I'm speaking on like living in Vegas, it's not expensive. Especially if you're living. And I'm gonna tell you this: if you're living in an apartment, like somewhere close to the strip, you're not gonna be paying much. Like me, I got a 2 bedroom, 750 some square feet. I pay under 1,500 for my rent. Rent under 1,500 for a 2 bedroom. I mean, you can't beat that these days, especially with this crazy economy that we're living in. Vegas is still rather reasonable, and they're constantly building. Yep, he need a guardian, and I'm not even gonna lie. I don't think Mac is even trying to be funny. They want to come with all this noise, but yeah, I think Mac is right. I think Wiley probably do need a guardian. And Nicole said the heat make you run naked. You know what? It's actually finally trying to cool off out here. I mean, like today, it's only like a high 88. And right now, it's probably like 70 something with a nice breeze. It feel real good out here. Exactly. Yes, the strip is expensive. Now, if you just hang it out on the strip, girl, you gonna run out of money quick, especially if you a gambler. Vegas is a dry. Yep, drop dead hot. Yep. Girl, I remember when I had first moved out here. I moved out here a little bit before the summer, but I can remember like going down on the strip a month or so after I moved here. That must have been probably about the middle of July. Man, I actually seen tourists down there that then fell out. They walking around trying to drink and stuff. and they didn't sit up and fell out. I'm talking about people over them trying to fan them and cool them out. They didn't fell out all on the street. Man, you cannot sit around here and walk around and drink in 117-degree weather. You can't do it. Let's see. Yes, he does need. Yep. Somebody needs to be his guardian. And I don't think Gail is up to it. I think Gail has just, I don't know, but I think Gail probably didn't wash his hands with Wiley. And I think that's real unfortunate. Wiley, I just feel like Wiley could have done so much out here in Vegas. I know a lot of people think Wiley needs to go back to Chicago. He needs to get away from Vegas. But I think Wiley could have had some good content out here in Vegas because you guys got to think we have a lot of activities and a lot of things out here because this is what you guys got to think too. There's so many events going on out here. We got October 15th. We got the and you guys, if you not subscribed to me, you need to go ahead and subscribe. Now I'm not gonna be inside the place, but on Tuesday, October the 15th, they are actually having the BET Awards right here in Las Vegas, and I'm gonna be outside. I'm gonna be outside. I'm not gonna be in there, but I'm gonna be outside. Doing a little outside coverage of the BET Awards, 2024 BET Awards here in Las Vegas. So it's just a lot of stuff. If Wiley stayed out here and Wiley did right, like he could be out here getting so much footage for his producers. It's just so much going on. And then soon, I think sometime in October, you got the Keefe D court trial coming up, with the Tupac trial with Keefe D. So I want to be able to cover that at least a couple of days that I'm off that Monday and Tuesday. I was going to be at the court covering some of that footage. And it's just like going down on the strip. We got election time coming up. That's a awesome thing that goes on out here. Really big event. I mean, it's just so much that Wiley could have done. Like, damn, I just hate it. I really hate it. You know what I'm saying? Sorry to take my clothes off in the heat. That's why people stay in the casinos. Yes, they stay in the casinos just spending their money. Gail done checked out Wiley on his own. Yeah, I heard Gail say that when he was over there interviewing with Storm. He was just saying that he done with Wiley. And I think that's like that's how a lot of his family members feel too. A lot of his family members probably feel like they're done. But I'm pretty sure Wiley got one. He got that one family member that's gonna pitch in and help him. Hopefully, 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 y'all keep the prayer heads up. Let's pray for Wiley. I'm gonna try to get in touch with Gail. And like I said, if you guys know Gail, please tell him to reach out to me because, like I said, the public defender needs some type of personal items that Wiley have or something. It's something that's going to help him get out. I'm pretty sure Wiley has tried to reach out to a bail bondsman. There's actually a bail bondsman over here. Let's see, just a second. I'm going to go over here and try to see if I can get a bail bondsman information. I'm gonna see if I can get the bail bondsman information so I can go ahead and help free Wiley. You know what I'm saying? Everybody put hashtag free Wiley. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully I can talk to a bail bondsman and go ahead and try to get him out. And I think the Gail situation is over. Unfortunately, I really, really hate that situation had to go down like that with Gail because I think if Wiley would have stayed on his medication, he actually could have had a good life. And it's this bail bondsman over here. I was gonna try to go and see, and it's called Bad Girls Bail Bondsman. So I'm gonna either check that one out or down here where I park my car at, there's a bail bondsman across the street over there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm at least gonna go in here inside the bail bondsman place. How they over here chopping up trees? That's where all that noise is coming from. So look, I'm gonna go down here inside of the bail bondsman and at least get their card. I'm gonna try to get their card and everything. So I'll give it to Gail, and hopefully one of Wiley family members can get a hold of the bail bondsman because Gail sent all of Wiley's products, all of his stuff, all of his personal stuff to the family. So hopefully they can go and get him out. Look, it's so loud over here. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this live because it's a little loud. But I'm gonna be back really soon. You guys make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all soon. Signing out.